Okay, so check this out. This is a demo of the new and improved Slugtube, which is a feature which will allow anyone using Slugify to share videos that they've put into a playlist on YouTube called Slugify. And we've got a user here. This particular user is actually a Spotify music user. Name is Slugbert. And the reason why this feature now exists is because there's a lot of folks that are too cheap to sign up for Spotify Premium, or they're too young to actually use Apple Music. So all they do sharing music is they do it on YouTube, which is great. But also, um, folks like Slugbert here, they use Spotify, but they also spend a lot of time, God, my God, a lot of time on YouTube, and they love their videos and they want to share them with people. But sending them to people individually is just tedious. And so this is a solution that will allow you to basically say, hey, anybody that's interested in my shit, go ahead and look at it. You could actually go look at my playlist on YouTube itself, but it just consolidates everything in Slugify, and it's pretty cool. But this view right here says unmatched track. So this is Slugbird looking at his match tracks from his friends. His friend's name's Confucius. I don't know who that guy is. And he just doesn't have a match track. But we're talking about Slugtube now. And in order to connect Slugtube, you go into settings down there at the bottom, and you have to sign into Google in order for this to work because Google owns YouTube. And basically, you click on sign in. It's going to prompt you. It's going to say, hey, what's your YouTube account? And I know some people, a particular person who doesn't like to sign in unless he wants to see the jigglies. So in order, but it's this, just think like Slugify is like Jigglies, and then you will want to sign in. Once you sign in, you can see that YouTube is not connected, so you're going to want to connect that. And here you can select what player you want when you do eventually connect. And do you want the YouTube player? Do you want the YouTube music player? And the YouTube music player is basically just YouTube with lipstick. However, it's super annoying if you're not an actual subscriber. And so you'll get prompted like, oh, do you want this free thing? You want to sign up for free? Blah, blah, blah. So I just usually would do YouTube by clicking on, tapping on the left thing and say continue. And here's where it gets a little exciting. It's going to say, who are you again? And then it's going to go, ooh, this has not been verified, which basically means that I have not made Slugify an official app on in Google's view. So you got to say advanced, tap, and then you come over here and you say, do this anyways. And since you love me and you trust me, you're going to do this until I get my app verified, which is God knows when I'll do that, but eventually, once I actually get Slugify verified on Apple App Store, I'll get this working as well. So tap allow, and you're done. So now you are connected. You got another step, one last step, and that's basically to connect or to create or to set your YouTube destination playlist, which is the same thing as this guy up here, your destination playlist, which you use when you're an Apple Music user or a Spotify user. But this is specific to YouTube because you will have things that you're saving to YouTube. And so I'm going to just create one here because these are being used. So I tap on the plus, come over here, and I'm going to name this pants. I That's the first word that came into my mind. And you've got success. Okay, so this has now been created. So you close that. This will refresh. You can now tap on pants. Okay, now we're going to go back into settings. We look and we say, hey, that's all good. We're all connected now. We're good. Now, if you also notice at the bottom, we now see Slugtube. That was not there before because you were not connected. But now that you're connected, you got Slugtube. So your friend, Confucius, has a Slugify playlist. Okay. And when you tap on Slugtube, it's going to go reach out and it's going to get all of the playlist items that are inside of the Slugify playlist that Confucius has on YouTube. So there they are. Now here's kind of cool. You can just tap on it. And because I selected YouTube, it will go and it will open. Oh, look at those! Look at those! See, I told you get some jigglies there. You just open that right up. Okay, any one of these will open. Okay, and there it is. Okay, now you can play this here. Okay, you could also play that if you wanted to. Okay, I don't. If you really wanted to, you come over to here, and you can say, "Hey, I want this to be YouTube Music now." So you come over here, and when you tap on this, it'll open up now inside of YouTube Music. Okay, so this will work. You will get spammed by these folks, but we're just gonna ignore that for now. And now we're gonna slurp these. So if I want these tracks to be like in my YouTube, I just go over here and I tap the Slurpee cup. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna do a little dance. Now I gotta work on this messaging because YouTube is if you try to save more than one playlist playlist item per second into a playlist, it will bomb, which is that retrying thing. And so it's going to retry it and then it'll update it and then boom. So now that's all inside your stuff, which is pretty cool. And if you go into YouTube and you look at your destination playlist, all those goodies will be inside. Isn't that wunderbar? Aloha and mahala.